Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing this May the 5th, my mother's birthday, 2025, noontime cryptocurrency, the blockchain technology video, and commodity Mondays with gold and silver bullion. You can see gold real quick, briefly here is up 2.18%. It's having a nice rebound after, let's just do this before somebody from work calls while I'm on my lunch. After it had its consolidation from its all-time high, it went down about 8% last week. Last week in the silver and gold bullion was a correction week. But you can see it starting to go back off to the upside to start this Monday at $3,311 and change. Silver is up 0.65%. B2 gold is up 3%. Kinross gold is at $14.50. Barrick Gold, First Majestic, Fortuna Silver, and Pan America Silver are all up 0.5% to 3% respectively. Rivion's down 3.33%. And those are the holdings that we have. If we go into the cryptocurrency sphere part of this, you can see, let's focus real quick on some of these altcoins before I forget. Let's look at COREUM. And remember the bell notification, comment down below, or like the channel and share to get that trust, truth, education, and information that this channel has built and this channel represents and is for you, the retail trader. And it's very vital and important to support the channel by sharing it. Hit that subscribe button to become a member of the channel, to not miss any vital update that you need to help you navigate these cryptocurrency manipulated waters. We're on our way to 10,000 subscribers. Become members of Jabroni Killers also. In the video description and or pinned comment, it helps support the channel to keep the content flowing, to keep this vital, valuable information to the retail trader out into the forefront for an industry cheap and best value of $3.99 a month. You can see COREUM, like we were talking about way back here, when the price was back here, that when we got down into the 10-cent level, we could have a nice bounce, potentially as high as the 20 cents. You can see it's tried the first little bounce, rejected, then the real bounce off of the 10 cents, rejected off the 50. Now we broke the 50, right? You can see we're about halfway up to where we thought our max potential was. We're up 34%, and we thought it could go as high as, what is that, the 20 cents. So that'd be about 100% gain after a big fall to the downside. But right now we're fighting through the moving averages. So in COREUM, the next goal here is to stay above the 50 in the daily and then fight just like you initially got rejected here and then came back up on holding a mid-ground support and you broke through it. You need to kind of do the next thing here at the 100-day, get rejected initially and then get on top of it, right? So that's what we're trying to look to do here in COREUM to continue this uptrend, is to get on top of the 100-day moving average next, similarly to how you did it to get on top of the 50-day moving average right there, right? And if you get rejected and you breach the 50, your underneath support obviously is at 10 cents down there, right? So that's what we're looking at in the COREUM. What are some of these other ones that I know people want on here that I often overlook? Shiba Inu is another one. Let's see where Shiba is. See, Shiba did it too. I remember we haven't talked about this in a few days. You can see the last time we talked about it was right there because that's where the moving averages were updated. So let's move them. You can see we were talking about how you could get bullish here on the breakout and you got rejected, right, by the 100-day moving average again. And that's your second time you got rejected by the 50-day moving average back there in the same price range, but this time by the 100-day moving average. And now you're below the critical bunch of zeros, 1326, top part of this red resistance and support box. And that's the critical box. Let's go to the full zoom. That's the critical box that you need to stay above, is right here. You need to stay above that. When you're below that, you're very bearish, right? So if you can't get some buyers to come in, you'll see the price drop down all the way down there to the bottom part of this red support and resistance box at the major support technical level at the 967 level, right? So in the short term, meaning the next day or two, you need to see this bounce up. You need to see some buyers come in and get back above that 50-day moving average that is straddling the top part of this red support box and resistance box. And you need to get on top of that and then try to trade up towards that 100-day moving average, right? So that's what we're looking at in the Shiba Inu in the short term here. This is a short term update. Cardano, another one. We can see Cardano had that massive November rally. It got rejected. It's been trading down ever since. We had a target of 40 cents. We got all the way down to a double bottom low. Yeah, almost a perfect double bottom down there at 51 cents. We got within 11 cents of it. Then we had a nice rally, and right now you can see we've slipped the 50-day moving average again, and that's critical. You're starting to see now, after a 2.5 week rally, and all these coins, the Bitcoins, the Ethereums, the XLMs, the XRPs, the Shiba Inu, the Quanta, the XDC, the Algo, right? The DGBs of the world, the Solanas. They all were in this same kind of pump to the upside, and now they're all starting to break down similarly. And this is what we talked about yesterday that we have to watch. It's a volatility warning coming back into the market, as if you slip some of these major support levels that we're fighting, crawling, and scratching, trying to keep them from flipping, you'll have big falls back to the downside, right? And if we can't get back above the 50-day moving average here, your next logical support level is, again, between this 50 cents and the more of a base here at 56 cents, right? On any kind of pump to the upside, if you can breach the moving averages, obviously your major upper resistance is 88 cents. But right now, still do not want to buy your bearish ads, trading view. The Rock's eyebrow on a cloudy day with a current official temperature just north of downtown Detroit. Inside the mobile compound, the Vincenzo mobile compound, 53 degrees J in the great state of Michigan, right? But that's the critical level here. You need to get back above that 68, 69 cents or the 50-day moving average in the daily time frame, as well as if we go into some of our major coins that people like. If we go into the XRP, another critical thing, and something that we've been warning on, that we've been emphasizing, even with this big rally the last 2 weeks, we still believe with the first mover advantage and the power of Vincenzo's Gold Crypto and investing, and the reason that you can't afford to wait to join the channel, to become members of Jabroni Killers, video description and or pinned comments, because you need the first mover advantage. You need the trust, truth, education in a super simple and easy way that we talk to you on this manipulated market, to stay out ahead of it with that first mover advantage, which pays for itself to support the channel for $3.99 a month. We diagnosed this way back here, way back in that blue circle, early to mid-January. Any video since then, you'll see this yellow head and shoulders, and then the purple neckline at the 209. And even during this whole rally, after we called the moving average, where we should get some support, and then the brief rally, yes, it overdid the rally, but we called the rally. You can never figure out the exact top. Then we've been saying for several days that it's very, very critical when we come back and have a major retest of the neckline. Can it hold it? It initially overshot it and then traded along it to slightly under it. And then we had the overshoot, and we've been waiting for it all during this. We've been waiting for it, saying it's going to come down and retest the 209 neckline, and that's a major, major level, because if we look at what's been going on ever since last year in the Donald Trump-induced pump, we formed the neckline there on the left shoulder. You see that all the times that it hit it. I don't know what that just deleted. There we go. We'll put that back on. All the times that it hit it back there, from when it first shot up at the beginning of December all the way through when it broke north into the head and confirmed it as major support at the beginning, the first of the year of January. Then on the way down on the neck, on the head, we hit it in early February. Then we hit it multiple times from the February the 25th all the way through March 11th. And then now we've been riding along it ever since about March the 25th. Right? So almost a month and a half now that we've been following this neckline. And when we finally broke through it considerably, percentage-wise with volume and price action, we had to come back up and retest it. And like we've been telling you, it's scratching and crawling and trying and begging and holding and squeezing to not break down and flip this from a major, major support level into a major shift to a flip of major upper resistance now at the neckline, which I believe it's going to do. I've been talking about it ever since early January. Didn't know when it would happen, but knew where I thought we were going, which is down here at the $1.29. And I still believe we're going there, and we're coming onto a point now in a lot of these coins where we're coming up to major support levels now after a 2.5 week rally. And right now the XRP price, if we zoom in, let's move this over to the current area. Get over there before we zoom in. No, this. Let's get over there because they're running parallel now. If we go into the hour time frame, you can see where we're at now. We're sitting at about $2.12, and it looks like we're about to touch that, and then you might see a slight bounce, and then the price is going to have to figure out where it's going. If it confirms a breakdown in the next day or two, it would be a pretty big breakdown to confirm that as bearishness, or you could have a reactionary 3 to 5% bounce off of it and then straddle it for a few days. So this is very critical in the XRP price. XLM's the same thing. You can see this. It came all the way back down to the 25 cents. Something that we've been warning you and telling you the same thing, because we believe we were coming down to 14 cents. We thought we would have a bounce off the 18.5 or this green line, but we like to get the candle bodies, like where we do this for a few days and confirm on it. This one just wicked near there and then had a pretty ferocious rally. But we've been telling you it was going to trade back down. It got rejected by the 100-day moving average, a logical spot that it would. Now it's coming back to the 25.5 cents. That's a major support level, because look at all these times it hit this as a major support level. Still don't want to buy you. That's how I know this video is getting long, because it's the second time. Through this rally, it hit up there several times. And then look at the last rally at that same 18.5 cents and then 25.5 cents. Look at that. Major support, major support. This is when you confirmed a major flip into a major deep, long, depressing bear market after you've confirmed down below back here in 2022 when you were holding it for dear life. Then you finally flushed with volume, with price and percentage, then had that rally back there, and look at that. It hit it exactly to the line, confirmed it as a confirmed breakdown, and he flipped to major resistance, and then you didn't come back up there and touch it for 3 years, right? So that's something that you're on right now. It's a very critical support level. If you flush it, you would come down very quickly to that 18.5 cents. Like the channel, subscribe. I gotta let you go. This was just a noontime update. Become members of Jabroni Killers. Peace and love. Direct Side Bro. J.E.